Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. I want to make sure everyone can hear me. Great. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the simple market structure and order block refinement and 1, 2, 3 pattern. Which one do you want me to get first? Market structure, of course. All right. So quite a lot of people I see from time to time, not from time to time, after some times that after I have shared with people how to read the market in a simple way, but then always some people, not that I against them, okay, and then some people try to make things complicated. Some people actually really like it and really good on it, but again, sometimes it's really confusing for you to read the whole picture of the trading itself. Why? Because there has become so many rules. I just talked with someone yesterday who has been trading for 17 years. He actually contacted me and then asked me about our community and etc. etc. So he asked me that he is still the old school, and he was basically complaining to me like he doesn't understand, that he does not really following the whole smart money concept and everything. But I said, yeah, just basically whatever works for you, regardless, even though you are only aiming 1 to 1 for that matter, not 1 to 5, as long as you are disciplined to your strategy, to your rules, you should be able to make it. But quite often that people usually just keep changing. And I believe so many people right now who come and join this call, you guys already know the market structure, but sometimes it's become confused, or some people become lost. What should I do? Like, to know where actually the direction, the market, is it actually going up? Is it actually going down? At some point, not only you, most everyone, even the professional traders could still misread the market, whether it is going up, whether it is going down. In that case, you do not want to do anything if you are confused. But basically, the simplest way to read the market is just based on two things. Either the market create a high or low, okay? Just between these two, high, low, high. That's it. Let me just try to draw this. So my husband and I, all these years, whenever we are confused about the market direction, everything, we just want to focus between high and a low, okay? Now, the key to this, you just want to see if your high, why I said it your high, because when it comes to high-low, we all know it can be very tricky and subjective, but that is another matter. But right now, the very basic, the very simple is that when it comes to the market, there are only two parts of the market, high and low. If the price breaks the high, there is probability the price to go higher. If the price breaks the low, there is probability to go lower. That's it. Okay, that's when it comes to the market. Now, but people sometimes confuse themselves by, let's say, different kind of market, which sometimes it's true, but it can be very confusing to many people. Let's say they said they want to make it, they want to see the sideways first, and then the what is it, there should be a liquidity grab, whatever, okay? And then do you, okay, the question is, the time frame, any time frame. I'm talking about the market structure itself at any time frame right now, okay? Because the candlestick basically, whenever let's say if I click this one, okay, let's make this like this. If you do not see this time frame, can you guess what time frame is this? Nobody can guess. Can you guess what pair is this? Nobody can guess. So time frame is just a time frame, okay? So the market structure basically can happen on any time frame, but there is also thumbs rule. What is it? What you really want to follow is always a higher time frame, okay? So right now, what I want to discuss at the beginning is just the market structure. Only remember, in the market, there is a high and there is a low. If the price breaks the high, there is probability the market to go higher. If the price breaks below, there is a probability the price to go lower, okay? Now, regardless you want to choose any other type of pattern, it's really up to you. Like I said, I'm not against anyone who likes to trade complicated. At least for me, it is complicated. Now, let's say, hold on a second. What is it again? The pattern, the Wyckoff pattern. Hold on, let me. Can you see it? Right? Everybody must have heard this, or at least those who are already in the market. Now, let's just for the sake of example, okay? I wanna, is it possible to make this actually really big? Okay, look, so many rules to me. Start, accumulation phase, building, pretension, trend continuation, start, accumulation phase, and things like that. Are you for sure can really following in all these rules specifically? Because by the time when it comes to the market, can it look like exactly like that? Fine, sometimes you can find when you are exactly very diligent looking all those patterns, okay? Now I just want you to take a look at this, okay? Like maybe you have to enter after here, after that, after this, whatever the rule, when you take a look at the picture, it looks just nice and easily to be read, right? But when it comes to the chart and you are facing all this, you are back. What the hell am I looking for? Where are those patterns? Now focus on this. Check this out. Okay. You may have opportunity. Oh, where is the pen tab again? Oh shit. Where is the pen tab? Okay, hold on. Okay, but this is probably just me. I don't know about you, okay? When the guy talking like around here, I may have entry from here to here. You may have entry from here to here. You may have entry around here. Why? Because this is a lower high. This is a lower high. You may have entry around here. You may have entry around here. So if you are waiting like for the whole pattern to start, sometimes I ask myself a question, when are you going to start to trade? Like for example, okay, let me just show it to you. I was just chatting with Marcus a few days ago, and most of us, he agreed, most of us, that he also agreed with me that most of us are too much focusing on the reversal, on the chalk, that we want to buy always at the beginning of the chalk, okay? And then so everyone is always thinking you have to learn about liquidity. You see, liquidity is basically just false breakout. Okay. For false breakout, this is liquidity. Whenever you find, like, for example, an equal high, equal low, and then there is a breakout that it actually didn't work and going the other way, that is just a false breakout. Now, Marcus and Marcus is Starseed coach. So a few days ago, so I was talking with him and he agreed, you know what, every time there is a stop loss, then just, because this is liquidity grab. Okay, this is another liquidity grab. This is another liquidity grab. Liquidity. So everything become liquidity. When the hell are you gonna trade if you're always afraid of all liquidity? That can be true. Of course it can. Like, liquidity is basically, like I said, the false breakout. So it's coming usually from equal high, equal low. And then there is a breakout that actually does not really work. Okay, that's what basically liquidity. And also sometimes you can make it like not only a sideways market like that, sometimes it is a trend line like this. But people become obsessed with all these new terms until they become until they overcomplicated their own rule. Okay, this, I mean, they overcomplicated a simple rule. The thing for you to always understand in the market, again, is just based on the high, okay, and on the low. Okay, everyone agreed that you, I mean, sorry, not agree. You all already know the difference between high and low, right? Before I continue to a slightly consider it more advanced, actually not advanced, it's still very easy. Everyone understand, right? You understand the difference between high and low, correct? So I can continue. Let's make this simple. All right, of course, everyone understand. So this is what you always have to remember. Keep it simple. Always keep it simple. Now, when it comes to the market, I said that there are different kind of high and low. There is a higher high, there is a lower high, there is a lower low, there is a higher low. But sometimes all these four types, high, low, can be a little confusing for some people. So I try to make it a new one over here: a strong high, strong low, weak high, weak low. So this is, I think this is easier. Okay, this is just basically, you see, I'm not really good to create cool terms that make other people confused. It's just a very easy to digest: strong and weak. Okay, this, I do not invent this, it's just, to me, it's just easier. Okay, I believe some people already use that. Okay, so let's just see. Let me just be cherry picking for now so you understand. Oops, where is that? Give me a second. What is that? All right, over here. Now, you already understand this is high and this is low. You already know that, right? And you will consider this as a high. Do you agree? Right? So this is a high. But what type of high is this? This is a weak high. Okay, this is a weak high. Maybe I will change it later. So this is the updated version. So later I will explain it, but I just want to show you like between the different right now for people to easily understand, like, so when they can actually trade or looking for a trade. Okay, this is high, this is low, this is a weak high, and this is a strong low. Now, why I call this weak? Because this high does not break the previous high. That's why it's weak. Why this is strong low? Because this low breaks the previous low. Okay, now here's another weak high. It doesn't break this one. If I put it over there, take a look, it doesn't break, okay? And then here is a strong low. Why? Because it breaks the previous one. So whenever it breaks the previous either high or low, you call it strong high or strong low. If it doesn't break, then it's weak. It's a weak high and a weak low, okay? Now, for example, how you gonna trade it, okay? Now, you do not want to buy if you see a strong low. You do not want to sell if you see a strong high. On the other hand, now you want to sell if you see a weak high and a strong low. This combination, weak high and strong low, is the one where you can start looking for the opportunity on any time frame. Okay, let's just take a look at this. Okay, now because I'm cherry picking, but it will work on any market, any time frame. I just want to show it to you how it should work. Okay, now if you believe this is a strong low, why? Because it breaks the last low. And if you believe this one is a weak high, why? Because it doesn't break the previous high, then I can start looking for a sell. Yeah, obviously, because this is cherry picking, then it is working, because sometimes, okay, sometimes when the market is very strong, like this, okay, this one is a strong low. It breaks the previous low. So you may think this is that blue one? Hold on. I cannot really see. Let's just consider this is your order block, okay? Or maybe let's just pick up the clean one over here. But it didn't hit. Why? Because the market is very strong. Now, as long as the market create a weak high, a strong low, you only want to keep looking for sell. That's it. Now, the market, hold on, the first weak high broke the low. Where? Which one? Can you, the first, this one? Here, this is weak high. This one, right? It doesn't break this high. That's why it's weak. If you see this, if you see this as another one, why I put it this one, okay, why I put it this one, the whole zone as one high, because this is the only low that I can see. I do not see this as a low. This is the tricky part, okay? That's why I said when it comes to high and low, it can be tricky. You may think, do you consider this as a low? You can. I cannot say you cannot. Yes, you can. But I like to see the bigger picture, the clearer weak, high and low, okay? Yes. Yes. So basically, if this one, you can put this as a weak low over here. If you choose this as your low, but I see that can be like rather confusing, at least to me, to my eyes. So that's why I like to see a clearer picture that ignore the one that is not obvious. Okay, you only want to pick up the one that is obvious to the eye, so it's easily to manage your trade. But if you can manage to make it like a very short, high low like that, it's completely fine. There is nothing wrong, or that is the wrong way, or this is the correct way. No, I'm telling you from the beginning, when it comes to the high low, it can be very tricky because it can be very subjective. Like I said, this can be a weak high over here, so this can be a strong high. Why? Because it slightly breaks above, right? But then again, you do not get to see the bigger picture like the way I see. But it doesn't mean what I'm doing is correct. I understand so far, okay? Now you already understand. You only want to sell when you see the high is weak, when you see the strong, when you see the low is strong. This is what you want to do when you want to sell. Okay, you can take a note. You only want to sell when you see a high is weak and when you see a low is strong. That is the key. Now, the opposite for a buy, let's just do cherry picking again here, okay? So here is the first high, low, for example. We can just choose this one, or even let's put it the clear one over here, high, low. Now, this high is a strong high. Why? Because it broke the previous high. Now this one is a weak low. Why? Because it doesn't broke. It didn't break the previous low. Over here, this is a weekly low because it didn't break the previous low, and so on and so on. So whenever you see a strong high, okay, whenever you see a strong high followed by a weak low, you only want to buy. Okay, to practice all this, basically you can just go candle by candle. Let's say go to daily. Okay, I told you last time in a video that in one daily candle there are 1440 minutes candle, which can be anything within this one candle, right? But right now, if you want to practice this is a strong high, this is a weak low, this is a weak high, strong low, weak low, a strong low, weak low, strong low. Sorry, weak high, strong low. Here is probably the same. So this is a strong low. Let's consider this as one. And here is a weak high, strong low, strong high, weak low. You just continue what is it doing like that, and then so you will understand the difference between a strong high, strong low. But right now when you go to M15 or H1, for example, when you receive the order block from H4, let's say the last time that you received from Great Britain yen, right? I think, yeah, this was last week. You got this? So you can go, let's say you want to go directly to M15. Now, in this case, the price reach. Here's the tricky part over here. You see this is probably the what is it, the equal high, okay? But when it comes to, because this is the bound, to me, when it comes to the order block, the order block is the bouncing area, but actually it can be a continuation from the H4. Take a look. This is a strong high, weak low, strong high. Now this is a weak low, strong high, weak low. This is already happened to strong high. So now you already know the price has been broken to the monthly high, right? And then it hit our order block. There is possibility the price to go at least to Fibonacci 161 or to 27 of monthly. But let's say we will just want to aim the daily first before aiming the monthly, okay? Now we know this is already broken. We go, let's say you want to go directly to M15. Now forget about 1, 2, 3 pattern first or OB refinement. I'm gonna share it with you later after this. But now you can trade it also based on the strong high and a weak low, okay? Now this is the first low, right? This is the first low. Now this is the first, and then so maybe you want to choose this, oh sorry, this is the first high. right? It create the first low and then create the high, and then now you can see, but you do not want to be miser to make it like as little, like for example, this is strong low and then high again, and this is a weak low again. You do not want to do that. Just make it like the one that is clear to you. So this is the first low, the first high. So where is the next? For example, if you want to make this low, you can. So what is this? Is this a strong low or a weak low? Now the market already started to make a weak low. Why? Because it didn't break this low. Okay. Now it breaks this one and make a new high. Compared to this high, it is a strong high. So basically, after you see this, there is a strong high and a weak low, you can start looking for buy opportunity. If you are confused with the 1, 2, 3 pattern or with the OB refinement, you can just try to find something like this. Because sometimes it happens, right? The market like this only hit, and then you do not have a chance, and the market bye-bye, something like this. So you can see, you can start it. Where is the first high and low? The first touch, and then where is the lowest point when it first touch, okay? So in this case, it's this one. This is low, this is high, and then create a weak low, a weak high, okay? So here, if you take, sorry, this is not, oh no, this one actually. This is our order block. This is our order block. So you can entry exactly based after, if you are confused, is that a chalk or is that not? You just see, you just create high low. Is it weak low? Is it a strong high? As long as it doesn't make this pattern, there is a weak low and a strong high, you do not want to get ready on buying. Just you see that when it comes to enter a trade, the way you see the market, the easiest, when you understand the high low, the easiest it will be for you to go down more into order block refinement or the little the order block. All you have to do, you just really have to understand between the difference between high low. So because when you don't know the direction, even such a little thing like this, if you want to translate the high and low, it can be done. Where is your starting point of high and low? You just can decide it. For example, here, high, low, weak high, this is still the same low. So this is a weak high. Here is a strong low. But this is a still, comparing to this, if you want to be really accurate, this is a strong high and this is a strong low. You do not want to do anything, okay? Now, here is a strong high and this is a weak low. Then you can start looking for buying. Where to buy? Sometimes it is within the market continuation. I will share that with you, especially for the scalping letter. But right now, let's just focus on the strong high and a strong low, weak high, weak low. Something like this, if you follow exactly just by using low, high, weak, low, strong, high, something like that, you can get it here. And aiming, for example, at this, I guess it's 1 to 6 maybe, because I didn't take that one. Hold on now. Or later on, you can just click Fibonacci over here. So you do not have to adjust from the beginning. Oh, 1.18 if you took it. Yeah, about 1.8 or 1.9 to the Fibonacci. This is from the alert the last time, okay? The last Friday, I think, I forgot. I didn't take this one. So even just by looking at this, high, low, strong, high, weak, low. So this is more makes it safer for you to not, so you are not going to take just about any order block that is formed within the trend or anything, okay? Why? Because you only want, in this case, you only want, let me write it down here, okay? Hold on. You only want to buy when you see a strong high and a weak low. It's also the same. You only want to start looking for buy order block when you see a strong high and a weak low. If you do not see this, you do not want to make it, you do not want to looking for buy unless it is coming from a reversal, like from a chop, where sometimes a chop also can become false, right? So you only want to looking for buy when you see a strong high and a weak low, and then vice versa for sell. You only want to looking for sell if you are looking for, if you are seeing a strong sell plus a weak high. So now basically you can take a look at the market in the like this. Okay, let's just play around with any market. Hold on a second, let me clear this. What, this one, the color of the mouse? Okay, hold on, let's just, for the heck of example, you want to predict Bitcoin. Okay, let's say for the sake of example, where do you think who can read all this Bitcoin? Okay, so you can predict anything, like in the long run, where the direction, where the gold will go. Let's say we go to daily. Okay, now take a look. Let's talk about gold. Gold saying that it is gonna go higher. Yes, of course. Why? It's easy. It's create a strong high over here, right? And now if you take a look over here, this is a weak low, a weak low, a weak low is probably created another over here. Now if it retrace over here, okay, if it retrace over here, now you may think this is a weak high. You can say that is a weak high, but this is still a weak low. So this, the gold may go down if it create another weak high and then create a strong low. Does that make sense? But in this case, the gold already, the gold create a strong high, right? This is a strong high, and this is a weak low. Let's say comparing a weak low, this is also a weak low. So I see this is a strong high, this is a strong high. So obviously the gold gonna go up. We don't know until when, right? So if you want to know, if someone asks you to predict where do you think the gold will heading, just start doing a strong high, weak low, weak high, strong low, something like that. Okay. When we see a strong high and a weak low, okay, your entry is on the order block. Okay, now let's say like this. This is going up like this, right? Basically, we already hold on. I do not want to confuse you. Okay, when you want to buy, you want to see the market break of the structure. Okay, this is the break of the structure and create a strong high. When the market creates a strong high, it makes a pullback, or it makes a retracement over here, right? So here is your order block over there. Yes, so here is the order block, or now when we see this one is another break of structure. So here is the order block. The market may not reach the order block if the market too strong and then only keep going up, Maybe there will be another break of structure here, okay? Here, probably there will be another break of structure here that the market making a higher. So this red will become your order block. So your entry always on the order block, but you want to make sure, okay, when you want to buy, the market always create a strong high, then the market going down here to your weak low, and it should not passing, or it should not pass the week low. It takes your order around here, or could be around here, wherever the order block is, and it usually going higher. So you should not be worried sometimes when you see the market create a very strong high, okay, and here is your week low, and this is a strong high. Sometimes the market make like this, a small move, and then you will be confused. As long as the market does not pass this week low, and you still see a clear strong high, the market can playing around this, because basically this week low and a strong high, this is your trading range, okay? But the market basically is still bullish. That's why sometimes some people make some losses around here and become confused. Take a look again at the bigger picture. That's why sometimes you always want to go to a higher time frame to look at the big picture. The market is created a strong high or a weak high. Does the market create a weak low or a strong low? If the market create a strong high, higher probability the market to be higher, because basically now if you take a look again, like I said, okay, it's very seldom when you see the candle like this, right? If the candle breaks higher like this, usually it go higher until it goes lower, and then you can define this is become a strong low. If it is per candle, you see sometimes like this, there, like engulfing. That's sometimes confusing, but it does not happen often, right? Look, like out of here, let's say we talk it candle by candle right now, okay? Look, strong high, strong high, strong high is always followed by a weak low, weak low, weak low, weak low, weak low, until the market here, this one, become engulfing. Then the market changed it, and here is still become a strong high, here become a strong high still, and then here a weak low, and then it started become a weak high, strong low, weak high, strong low, weak high, strong low, and it will continue. But most of the time, if you take a look, the pattern of a strong high followed by a weak low, this is the buy. This is the buy. And then if the market created a strong low followed by a weak high, this is a sell. And like I said, if you can practice it like here on Bitcoin, for example, do you think Bitcoin is going to be really big? Or let's say here, based on this weekly, Bitcoin still going to go higher than 70. Yeah, you can brag that to your friend. I believe why? Because it's clearly, take a look at this. Look at that. It still create a strong high. Okay. It created a strong high. You only got to be worried when this low is broken. When this low is broken, the market, there is probability to go lower and lower, lower. But as long as this low that create this high does not broke, and then the market is still going higher. So you can tell your friend or your colleague that Bitcoin is still going higher based on the strong high and a weak low, like that. Okay, look here. Is it as for now, okay? Because anything can happen to the market. You only have to be worried when the Bitcoin break this low, then there is probability to take this order block maybe, or take this order block. I don't know if you are trading Bitcoin, but I don't. So as for gold, it's very clear. Look at that. On weekly here, this is still a strong high. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look. Right? This is a weak low. This is weak low, sorry. This is weak low. This is strong high. And the market start to make you confused. But this is a weak high, and then this is a strong low, weak high. Yes, the market can create another strong high, weak low. But if you want to take a look the big picture of the market, Look at the big swing high, swing low that is the clearest to you. In this case, this high and this low. As long as this low is not broken, then the market still in the bullish. Because why? It still create a strong high. There is probability this high is to be broken. How do you determine precise moment to enter a buy trade if the market create a strong high and a weak low? Okay, I just said it. Just use, because basically when, okay, the question is when the strong high happen. A strong high happen after there is a breakout, right? I would consider this as a breakout. And it create a strong high, like how many candles is that to the top, right? And then it create retracement. So when is our entry? Our entry is still the order block. The order block is the last bearish candle before the breakout happened. So the entry should be always the same using the order block. The market structure is basically for you to understand the market direction in the big picture, because the entry point will always using the order block. At least that's me. You can use supply demand. It's also closely related. It's up to you. But you just want to understand, like, for example, if the market is here, for example, okay, and then you see the market making, you think that the market start creating, for example, a weak high, and it is a time to sell. Okay, Abbas, I don't know change of the mouse and how to do that, because maybe because my monitor is a big monitor, I don't know. So to me it's normal here. So how do I change? Anyone can see just fine the mouse? And is there any way how to actually change the mouse? The mouse is okay. I'm sorry, Abbas. Okay, so let me just continue here. Okay. All right, look. This is what you want to, I really want to make everyone understand clearly the big picture of the market direction, because like I said, this is, let me, here again, okay? So this is a strong high. This is a weak low. Why? Because there is the break of structure. Now, sometimes people become confused. I think the market is bearish right now. Why? Because they look at this low, right? A smaller low, but they forget the big move from here to here. Okay, so they start to thinking of bearish. Can you do bearish? Of course you can do bearish. Like, take a look. It breaks below, okay? It breaks below, and here is the order block. It may take like 1 to 5, 1 to 4 from here to here, right? But again, in the big picture, gold is still going higher. Why? Because the weak low is not broken. We still do not see a strong low based on the real high and low. Not real, I mean like the obvious high and low over here. So all this small movement, you really got to be careful. That's why I said it can be tricky. Is that mean this is a fake high and low? No, this is a real high and low. So what you have to be able, what you have to master in this case, you have to understand what is it to make it different between the high and the low, or maybe you can call it the main high and low. Okay, so what do you call this for this? Because this is a lot of them. So within the main high and low, there are movement. What do you call it? Subsidiary? What should we do when the market is in range? Do nothing. Okay, So just do nothing when it market the, so, but you have to understand the main high and low. Okay, can you trade around this area? Yes, you can. If you think this is actually you, if you master this, you can do ping pong in within the small range like this. But maybe if you want to aim like sell from here, okay, maybe you want to aim only 1 to 5, 1 to 5 until it is reaching the main low, then you can aim 1 to 10. That's right. Major high, major low. This is major and this is minor. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, you're right. So it's main and the other one is minor. Okay. Major high, major low. So you have to understand where is your major high and major low. So sometimes you can go to the higher time frame. It is not necessarily on a weekly. I just want to show it to you, the clear high and low in this case. Okay. So if you have determined the market is on a high trend based on a weekly, daily high, low, how do you scalp buy trades on about? Okay, I will go there. I will go there very soon. So do you understand now between the week high and week low? It's very easy actually, the difference between strong high, strong low, right? So you always want to make sure you do not want to buy if you do not see a strong high. And you do not want to sell if you do not see a strong low. Okay, that's that's a very important thing. So now let's go. Do you want me to talk about the 1 to 3 refinement and OB refinement and 1 to 3 first, or you want to do the scalping first? All right. Let's go to AUD Swiss franc. We had the order block yesterday. I think this one still working. Look, if there are with the wick, I usually just take it with the wick. So my husband and I sometimes just take it the color so people do not confuse. Okay, so this was the last order block, right? So first, if you want to refine the order block, there are two suggestions, one for me and one from my husband. So let's go just directly to M15, okay? Do you see how many break of structure here? Okay, now you can see this break of structure, this break of structure, correct? But this one, this order block has been taken. This order block has been taken, and well, if you take this one, it still work. And this one. Okay, so according to my husband, if you see one or if you see two or more order block within H4 order block, he suggests you only want to take the one that is below the 50% of the original order block. There, consider this the 50%, okay? I just want to make sure it's 50%. There, that is the 50% of the order block, of the H4 order block. If there are two order block, you wanna looking for the one that is below the 50%, the order block. And preferably, my husband said, if there are two order block within the big order block, within the H4 order block, he usually just take the 50% of the H4 order block. So he would just put what is it, the trade, he will put the trade based on the 50% like this, even though there are the small order block, but that is just his what he preferred. Okay, but what I do, I usually take both if they are both below 50%. If one above and one below, one above the 50% and one below the 50%, I usually just take both wherever they are. And if the first one hit the stop loss, I do not re-entry. But if the last one hit the stop loss, I re-entry. My maximum re-entry is between 1 to 2, meaning if it hit a stop loss, I re-entry for one more, or if it hit a stop loss again, and if I believe this trade, the trend is actually good, so I re-enter again until 2 times. So I can accept losses 3 times, meaning the original and additional 2. So if those additional 2 are actually hitting a stop loss, that's it, because I do not want to lose like 1%. But this month, guys, I risk only 0.1%, and you cannot believe that how much money I make is really nothing this month, like only $300. Can you imagine that from a big account? Because I barely trade, and I only trade 0.1%, not even 0.25. But very soon, I guess I will be back to 0.25. So anyway, so here is if you want to refine the order block, basically you are looking at the order block on a smaller time frame within the big order block. And how to do that? It's easy. Just find where is the breakout. So in this case, this why? Okay, hold on. So here is the breakout, and then here is the clear breakout. Where else is the clear breakout to you? This is based on M15, okay? And then here, if it is based on M30, I think it's the same, based on M30, and then based on M5. I do not go directly to M5, but I usually just go to M30 or M15, okay? And what I usually do, okay, this is my order block refinement, okay? And within this refinement, if there is another smaller order block, so in this case, well, it's still the same, because I would still take with the week also. That is basically the refinement, okay? Now, do you understand so far for the order block refinement? Basically, you are just looking for the order block within the bigger order block. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I will tell you. If you are looking for a refinement, for example, you choose here on M15, okay? This is based on M15, and then you go to M1, let's say, just for the heck of example. Now, you see this, there is another order block. So you want to, there are 2 in this case, if you consider that as an order block, for example. This is just for the heck of example, okay? So here is the order block, and here is another order block. Let's say you decide the first or the second, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, why do you want to refine your order block? So that you can get a high risk reward. Imagine that if the price tap into the first one and goes up, or tap into the second one and goes up, it can give you like 1 to 10, 1 to 20, something like that, right? Now here's the thing. So many times, I'm telling you, so many times, when you refine the order block into too much smaller time frame, M5 or especially to M1, usually it doesn't hit, okay? Usually it doesn't hit, and then the market just go make its own thing and then leave you. But yeah, when sometimes it hit, but maybe like 2 out of 10. So if you want to do that, you can, okay? So, but basically that is how the refinement works. Now, S1 to 3, I already shared with you. Hold on. Let me make this become default again. Let me draw again this one. This is a good example because this is very big and messy. Okay, look, this is messy. and we still don't know what is what, right? Now, come back quick to the order block refinement, okay? Now, if you are being picky, because I said sometimes I go to M15 and then directly choosing 1, 2, 3. How are you going to choose 1, 2, 3 like this? Take a look. So many 1, 2, 3. Maybe you try once on this one, for example, on this one, and then it failed, right? It failed with this. So there are two ways. Here's the thing. Why you always want to trade it simple, but you do not want to make it too simple? Why you do not want to make it complex, as it will make you overanalyze and too complex? The simple does, okay, I may not make sense. Hold on. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very important, okay? Stay with me so I can get my thought to say it the right way. Okay, now first you already learned about how the difference between high and low, right? Now, if you want to take it, like for example, based on the high and low, this all create a strong low, and this is all weak high, weak high, weak high, weak high, correct? So if you want to go directly, for example, to a lower time frame, it doesn't mean you want to go to find 1, 2, 3 pattern, but also you may see the pattern of this, for example. This is still a strong low. Does that mean maybe it is a chalk? Maybe it could be a chalk, but looking at this scenario, okay, this is what I will say. This is still yeah, the recording will be there. Okay, so here is still weak high. So there is a higher probability even this 1, 2, 3 is gonna fail. Why? Because this is like all making a weak high. That also should be in your consideration. Okay, if there are too many weeks like this and all creating a new weak high, you should be worried also, because what pair was that last time that I shared with you? So you have to put that into consideration also between the high and the low. Okay, so now if you want to refine the 1, 2, 3, you want to make a refinement first on the order block, and you want to wait your 1, 2, 3 once it hit this one. But here's the trick. Okay, what I usually do if I combine between order block refinement and 1, 2, 3, I usually take from the H1. Okay, I usually take from the H1 if I combine it both. So I want to take a look, and then I go to M15, then I will see a chance if the market create 1, 2, 3 within this one. Now in this case, it is not. But looking at the structure, the markets will still go lower. You know why? You can take a look at this. Look, still create a strong low. The market has probably going down here. If you dare, okay, maybe I will just go here. But I usually just do it on H1 for order block refinement, and then find the 1, 2, 3 from M15 within the order block refinement. I gotta be honest to you guys. This is something that you can do. Does it work? It works very well. When you keep doing like this is better than just using the 1, 2, 3 directly, but it gives you less entry sometimes because you are too over filtering your entry. Okay, and I have been keep saying to everyone that what I like, I just use the oftentimes I just use the 50% of the alert. And what I do, I just let it go. Sometimes like what I see, something like this, okay? Something like this. Okay, this is the monthly high, and this is the 27 Fibonacci of monthly high. So what I do, sometimes I just take, okay, this is more than 1 to 10. I will just aim 1 to 10, just by 50%. That's it. If it hit a stop loss, I will re-enter again. Now the next update for these what is it? For the Starseed tool, there is re-entry here. If you click re-entry on and off, the same like news on and off. So if you enter here, for example, and then you leave it and it hits stop loss, if it hit a stop loss, then it will create the same entry again. Like it depends like how many times, it depends on your settings here. Maximum re-entry 2 times. If it hits stop loss, re-enter again, hit the stop loss, re-enter again 2 times. Okay, so if it all loses, you will lose 3 times. One initial and one initial entry and 2 for the re-entry. Okay, so it's up to you. So this is what I usually do, and it has been working so well for me, even though that I barely trade. And my husband started doing this. He does he has the 3 account. Okay, so 1 account he just trade 50%. Okay, 50%, and also the whole candle. The moment it hit the order block, and then he will just see, okay, this one is hit break the, for example, monthly high, and he will just see that if it is full like that, full, probably late or a little bit below, that is better. If it is a little below, so it will hit it if it gives him at least 1 to 5 to the main target Fibonacci here 127, he would take it. If he doesn't feel it doesn't give him a good risk reward, then he take it on 50% of the Fibonacci. So sorry, Trayan, the date release update will be hopefully tonight. It depends on the programmer. Okay, so I already add like several drawing tool here, even though that I do not use it, but I think people used it, like liquidity, chalk, and you can change the color. So swing high, swing low become this, and some people use supply demand if they want it. So is there anything else that I missed here before it is update? I think I missed FVG, what's it, fair value gap. Maybe I will add that as well around here. So anyway, I will let you guys know when this one is already there. So it's just the drawing tool and the Fibonacci and re-entry and some color changes. So anyway, let's go back here. That's what we have been doing when it comes to the alert. Okay, when it comes to the alert, sometimes when you see the alert, let's say you receive this alert from us, right? You receive this alert from us, and you know it has a high probability. Why you want to take a look? This one is break the monthly high. Okay, now we are waiting. Even if you want to go here, let's see if it is on 50%, for example. Why? Okay, if it is 50%, it still give us more or less, yeah, about 1 to 5 or something to here. So still good. So I will just go, unless if you want to wait like for many days, then it still can give you 10R, probably even more to here, maybe 1 to 15. So if you're willing to wait, then you can do it with just using our alert, just at the 50%. But if you want to look deeper, for example, if you want to take a look going down here and you see, it looks like it's gonna go to this M15. So if you are taking this, why keep making the wrong things over here? Okay, look, this probably will give you on H4, like if you take it up until here, it could give you like 1 to 25, I guess, or 1 to 30. We don't know, right? So if you want to refine the order block itself and let it go, so you can get a chance like to still making to 1 to 20, even just not not going to refine too much, or using the 1 to 3. This 1 to 3 usually is for Oh yeah, it's possible to add partial. So you just visit starseedfx.com and there are tutorial in there. Okay. So I'm not gonna discuss about the Starseed tool in this video. So because we learned about the market structure and all, I just want to show everyone that this tool is basically just for a money management tool and the drawing tool for people to easy to mark like what I did, week high, week low, something like that. Okay, so that is how you want to do 1, 2, 3 the saver way. Okay, if you want to do the saver way, you go to H1, mark the order block on H1 if you see one, so that can reduce the noise of when you want to start 1, 2, 3. Okay, or if you want to refine, or I mean that you go to H1 to refine first, and then you wait for your 1, 2, 3 to be around in this area. Okay, that's how you do refinement. So I think all this refinement and also with 1, 2, 3, it has been explained well. What I want to know, what is your difficulties you guys facing when you draw this 1, 2, 3 and also the order block refinement, or to the whole market structure? What is your hold on guys, I've got hold on, I have got a phone call, so I need to turn it off. Okay, so what is your main challenge when it comes to the 1, 2, 3 refinement? Anyone still can hear me?
Yes, we are just typing.
So okay, I want to ask a question just to make sure that everyone truly understand. Okay.
I'm typing.
All right. Do you understand right now? Do you understand right now the difference between strong high, strong low, weak high, weak low?
Yes.
All right. All right. So do you understand how to make the order block refinement? Basically, you just go to, when you receive the order block alert from us, you just refine. You are just looking for another order block within those big order block from a much lower time frame. You understand, right? And now the tricky part is on the 1, 2, 3, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So the tricky part is with the 1, 2, 3, do you use body, close, or wicks? I use both. When it comes to 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just want to see like something like this. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is broken. So you just want to take a look, the highs and low. Like, let me give you an example here. Hold on a second. Where is the, okay, take a look. This is a wick, right? A very strong wick, but it breaks above. Now we see it on daily. This is just a long wick to the top over here. Now let's take a look on H1. Look, we start that day from here at 0, 0. Take a look. There are a lot of full body, you know, like even the strong candle over here until there is one rejection. And then if we go to M30 is the same, right? So it doesn't matter when we use the 1, 2, 3 candle because it is on M15. But when you go see to M5 or M1, it's become a bunch of candle that sometimes the wick itself like this is basically full of body candle with on the lower time frame. Does that make sense? Okay, so because right now I want to share with you how we all can do scalping and to get sort of, okay, you need to practice. Basically, I have explained about this 1, 2, 3 candle in the video. Okay, so let's just do it. So if I understand correctly, we refine H4 to H1OB and wait. Yes, yes, Muna, that is very good. Yes, it is not always a must like that. I would suggest you to take a look. You got to be flexible, but you know how to refine OB, you know, OB, and then the order block. And then you want to take a look like, maybe this time I want to do it on M30. Maybe this time I want to do it on H1. That's why I always say, whichever time frame that makes you feel comfortable. That's why you want to have to not making a certain time frame as the holy grail of a time frame. No, sometimes one time frame does not make any sense to another. So you just want to make sure, keep looking at the time frame that makes more sense to you, right? Like I show it to you here. Maybe this is H1 is more make sense and make you feel comfortable. And if it is M15, this is more make sense to me. Okay, I will just use that. So you really have to keep trying until you feel flexible that you can, you know, it's hard for me to say. So like when you ride a bicycle, okay, when you just first started, you cannot imagine like if you can do jumping like those who really are expert in this riding a bicycle, right? When you just started a bicycle, which one and how to do that, how to do this. But once you have your own style, to either to looking back and forth on the time frame, either the type of 1, 2, 3, each of you will have your own style until you feel comfortable that makes you keep profitable, right? All right, so yeah, stay flexible until it is more clear, but this flexibility do not, no need to be complex. No need to be complex. Like for example, right now, I'm gonna show it to you how we all can start scalping together in a very easy way, okay? And you will see how easy it is. There will be losses like any other, but it will be easy. It will not be complex, okay? All right, so let's go start for scalping. Control Y. All right. So here's my suggestion. This is almost the same, just like 1, 2, 3, but not 1, 2, 3. This is more into 1 per 1 candle. So if we will only scalp, okay, in our group, it is good. So we will only scalping every 4 hours. Can we do that? So to help each other. Every 4 hours based on H4 time frame. You do not want to be less, you do not want to be more, just based on H4, meaning you will only start looking for opportunity when the new H4 begin. Okay, now pay attention to this. Let's say this is AUD stream. Oh no, this AUD stream, we are not doing that. Euro, usually people trade on euro dollar. Let's just use euro yen this time. Which one do you want? Euro dollar, euro yen. Basically later on you can just inform each other any time frame. GU, okay, GU. GU it is. All right, so we are on H4 right now. So here's the trick, okay? I call it the trick. We all will just trade scalping every 4 hours. That way everyone do not overtrade and everyone will get almost the same entry. I want to, I'd like people in the group, including myself when I have time, okay? So coming online every 4 hours and share your scalping entry before it happened. You see that sometimes we see our members sharing it after it happened. So what does it matter to you, right? So we want to see if that one is working or not. It's just like our alert. We share it with you before we know the alert is going to work or not, right? but you will understand this. So how to do that? The easiest way, I will just take this random. This candle, hold on. This candle, let's say this candle, does it close higher or lower with the previous? It's close higher, right? It's close higher, this candle. So starting when this candle start, that is when we start looking for our entry, because we know it doesn't have to be like really this big, okay? It can be a week, it can be the body, I don't care. So this is something that we all have to do backtesting. And to be fair, because you all guys know that I do not do scalping, but I have been backtesting like for quite some time. It's actually good. So starting from this candle, in this case, the 20 p.m. my time, yeah, probably around at 7 or 6 p.m. UK or London time, I don't know. This is just an example. So starting from this candle, you want to looking for buy on H4. You just directly go to M1 or M5. It doesn't matter. M5 is the minimum, and you can go directly to M1. Let's take a look. Remember, the previous candle was closed higher, or the wick closed higher than, okay, there you go, there you go. So this is our candle starting from here, right? If this is too confusing for you, where is the last break of structure? Okay, the last break of structure is this. You just look left, looking for the auto block. Looking for the auto block here. I would suggest you do not want to looking for the auto block more than 2, okay? You just want to, and look at that. Every time there is the red candle in an uptrend, you can make this as the auto block, including this. So if this is your starting point at 12, at 8, whatever time it is, but this is the beginning of the H4 candle, you look left, where which candle that you can make it become the auto block. To me, here is the continuation, and here also another one, and here is another one. Not all will be hit, not all will work. In this instance, this one, because we start from here, it probably hit the stop loss for this. If you re-enter and you just aim, for example, let's say everything that you just want to aim 1 to 5, okay? This hit 1 to 5, so you got 4R, and from here you also win. Now you have this high, you can aim this high. 1 to 8, another winning over here. That's it. Usually you just got 2 chances, only 2 chances every 4 hours. You get again to 4 hours. Now, is this candle higher than the previous one? It's higher. It's broken higher over here, right? So here, at this candle, at the beginning of this candle, we start looking for buy or sell. We are looking for buy over here. If the previous candle closed higher than the previous one, whether it is a wick or not, you buy. So you go again to M1 or M5. It doesn't matter. Here, oh my God, this is like really, this is, sorry, this is exactly at midnight at the close candle. That's why it's like this. I wouldn't trade it, of course. So let's just go back again to H4 because this is 0, 0. Now this one, the candle that previously that I chose, this one, right? It closed higher, right, than this one, even though this only weak. So the next candle over here, I want to buy. Okay, and we go again to, you know, I see GU and EU. It's so messy lately. I don't know. Look, buy from here. You want to look left. If look left, it doesn't really work. So do you understand what I mean? The idea, the key is that if at H4 a candle close higher, the next or the beginning of the next candle, take a look, even this one is a little, but the previous one is close higher like this. So the next candle, the beginning of this candle, you want to buy. It would be just fine, right? If you can get like only 1 to 5, for example. Here, you look left. Where is your order block? Your order block is this one. This is the first one. And this is the second one. If you want to take the big one, look, I don't mind, you know, you see that it looks like it's a loss because I usually re-enter if that's me, you know. I don't know about you. Let's take a look on M5. You see that on M5 you will have less less stop loss. One to 4, you probably, unless you take it like a 50%, you get it 1 to 10. That from M5. So the rule is very simple. If you want to do scalping, do it every 4 hours. You see where is the next candle. Is it close lower or is it close higher? If it is close lower, you want to focus on sell at the beginning of the next beginning of the 4 hour. You do not have to think about the about so many rules. You just look left. Look for the order block. Look for the break of structure on the previous one. Because why? If the price breaks below or lower, there is a higher probability it will go lower. Remember that on H1 there is 60 candle on M1. On H4 there are 300, 340, 360. On M1, there are hundreds of candles, so you just can let it go even for an hour. You still have a possibility rather than you just go on M1 or M15 and every time you just mark your point. Yes, that works and you can do that, but if you want to limit yourself, to actually have a very limited time, like do not overtrade, just do it every 4 hours, literally on every pair that give you a very small spread, including euro yen. I think euro yen is also because right now to me euro yen and euro dollar looks clear to me. I don't know, for some reason I do not feel comfortable to trade euro dollar lately. I like better euro yen for now. I like to trade yen pair instead of euro dollar or GU, but it's really up to you. So you can trade any pair on H4, okay, if the price breaks above. Now you want to take a look, okay, this price breaks above, what happened if this breaks below? So you want to know how are you going to react. Like I said, there will always be some losing one, but most of the time, especially when the market on H4 is at least in a trend, like you can see like this, you have a higher probability to win. So you want to take a look after H4, if the price close higher like this, for example, this one close higher, so this next candle you want to buy, and then this one also close higher over here, you want to buy, and this one also close higher. So in one day you can easily you should try, Garden, you should try on indices, on anything. Let's check it. Okay, let's check it. The indices, what do you want? US 30, I guess. All right, so this is, now take a look. Here is the price rejection. Okay, here's price rejection. This candle closed, the price is, well, this is rather confusing. You see, so I wouldn't take this one if it is like engulfing like this. So let's say I want to give you a clear example over here. Okay, so now this one closed higher than this. So at the beginning of this pair, you want to go, let's say, to M5, for example. So you really do not have to be in front of the chart all the time. H4 over here. So basically this is, after that, look at that, there is a break above over here, because this one, it didn't work, right? This one, it didn't hit, and then it makes another break of structure. This one become your order block on M5. Based on M5 is still working. And aiming, you can aim your daily Fibonacci as well around this area. Here on M1, it probably work on M1. Where is the, okay, there you go. So you start from here. Here is the break of structure. This is the first, it didn't hit. Where is another break of structure? This is the second. You may think, but it's already been taken. Like I keep saying, I don't mind the price already been taken, because sometimes it's working. Look, it hit over here, hit the stop loss, but you re-enter, and then you aim this one. Yeah, probably you can get 1 to 15. Yeah, you still can. You still can do that, but you just want to do it every 4 hours. And you want to take a look, maybe you do not want to take a look at every 4 hours for just, if you do not have confidence with the close candle like this, like what I'm seeing just now, you see, like this one, just skip it. You do not want to do it. But I mean, this is one way for you to be able to scalp without you have to sitting down in front of the computer all the time. When you just look left and place pending order and leave it, and just like that. So you really do not have to sit down in front of the computer. Well, maybe you can read the book while you trade. Is really up to you. But to me, this way is really much better than you have to wait like at a specific time. For example, at London time or New York time, but always at the new 4 hour. You may ask me question, does that work for hourly candle? Of course it would work, even on every M15. It's just me, myself. I like to limit myself to not be staying in front of the computer all the time. So every 4 hours, just take a look, is the price going higher or lower on the previous one? And then if it is higher, then okay, this starting you 4 hour, I will just buy, go to M5, or my favorite is M5 or M1, and trade it 1 to 5, 1 to 5. So this is just like, I was thinking, if we can share the entry before it happened. For example, someone look at GU or someone look at EU, and then there is a nice entry based on every 4 hour like this, that would be wonderful, right? So and you can share the entry, and I will also do my best. So when I see like a good entry based on H4 like this on M5, for example, I will share the trade ideas. How do you like this one? It's really simple, is it, for scalping? It doesn't have a lot of rule. You just need to wait every 4 hours. That's it. All right. Let's practice it maybe on Monday. Yeah. Yes, Pius, we should stop over trading. So we should help each other, and maybe starting on Monday at the beginning of the 4 hour, so we can maybe even 15 minutes before the 4 hour finish. We can also do that. But we can tell everyone, hey, this is based on the 4 hour candle, like the previous one, and this is the entry. So let's try. So by doing that, we try everything. Yes, I know it's holiday. But by doing like that, we do not share only after it happened, but we also share before it happened, and everyone understand, right? Everyone understand why you take particular trade. Like for example, I choose this, like if you say based on the 4 hour candle, the previous one, the last one close lower or close higher. So the beginning of this 4 hour, I will buy only or sell only. Just based on that, everyone understand. So that's why I said it. Keep it simple, keep it honest, keep it real, right? So we do not just share everything after it happened, and people does not understand like when to start. So we want to trade as simple as possible, and then when we trade in a community, everyone understand what you're doing. Yes, please. So Kev, if you can back test this Sunday, maybe like let's say for the last 2 weeks on any pair, and see how many losses you got, and try to re-entry. Okay, re-entry, because sometimes I see like you show it, sometimes it hit a stop loss. Maybe you can give suggestion it is better on M5 or M1. But yeah, the idea is that from 4 hour candle, only every 4 hour, it would be great if we can do that all together in a community. And so we chat, okay, the next 15 minutes more to the new 4 hour candle, and the candle is already closed higher, or the wick is closed higher than the previous one. Let's looking for buy opportunity. So every 4 hour, everyone can make 1 to 5, 1 to 10, you see, like we are helping each other by giving out the signal for scalping. That will be wonderful. Yes, I will upload it to the community as usual. So let's do it every 4 hour. Okay, so maybe I will redo again this 4 hour candle, and let's see what happened. Because to be honest, I have not really backtesting thoroughly, because I'm not a scalper. But let's do it together. I have nothing to hide, so like this, so you will see, because it's simple. 4 hour finish, and then the next can, if the last 4 hour is closed lower, then I will sell. Just look left, look for the last order block. That's it. No need to worry about all this liquidity shit and everything. Right? Just looking for the order block. Oh my god, people keep telling me be careful about this always liquidity. I call it, okay, that was liquidity shit, keep hitting a stop loss, and you just blame liquidity. All right, guys, I think we already do it like for 1.5 hours. Liquidity. Yes, so we can, yeah, we can pull, like maybe someone take a look on US30, maybe someone looking at gold, maybe someone looking at GJ, someone looking at Euro Yen, and everyone keep posting and take a look. So it will be more helpful to everyone, because you post it before it happened, and everyone understand why you choose that, because everything is simple. Yes. All right, so maybe when it's the beginning, maybe we can do a quick Zoom call when the 4 hourly happen, whoever are online at the time, or when I'm online, I can make like a quick Zoom call. What do you think, guys? So maybe 5 or 7, it doesn't matter. Everyone can talk. I just see this one, that one. That is what a community for, right? So we discussed the idea. All right. Happy Easter, guys. I cannot believe you all come during the Easter. Keep it simple, guys. Just high and low. Thank you so much. I will soon upload it when it's done. The recording processing is done. I will soon upload it. Take care. Bye-bye.